Hello, Dr. Hartshorn. First of all, this is very funny. Yes, I made you do it, but I hope that you enjoyed it at some level and that you're going to go on and use it. Okay, so having said that, I'm now going to give you some feedback on your course. Alright, so one thing is, I see that you have a note here about formatting to use for section titles. I can give you some advice on that. Mainly, I don't use these section names up here, and the reason I don't use it is because it's in Times New Roman, which is a font I don't think people should use in the online environment, and so I don't use those section titles. I just leave them alone, and I put the headings in this section box, and that way I can control the size and the font. And I recommend, of course, using a or what they call a sans serif font. So for example, I would use Trebuchet, or I'm fond of Tahoma. I like Tahoma. And I always make my font at least 14 points when it's on the front page, because I just think that's easy to read. So if you look at this compared to this, just a little bit bigger and a little bit easier to read. Okay, so I'm not really sure what that I don't think I've ever seen that graphic before. So what's this file? Oh, that's very odd. But anyway, so this the audio. The way I put the audio in is I had to record it. So I use a program called Audacity to record audio. And it's a program that you download to your computer. It's a free program, and then you can create MP3 files and upload them. Like, for example, you could upload an MP3 file to Screencast. So yeah. So and you have to sort of sync it up, which takes a little bit of energy. Haha, get it? I'm punning off your topic. Okay, so another thing I wanted to mention was, so right up here in this section right here, there should be some kind of a welcome message. So it should just say something like, welcome to Energy Issues, Policies and Codes. Oops. And I would make that like a nice clean font, and I would probably make it like that. And then below this I would put, my name and contact info. That should be the first thing student lays eyes on pretty much when they look at your course. Otherwise they don't know who you are. They have to dig through here. Like, let's see, they go to this book and then they see this, but even that doesn't tell them who you are. Don't want to make students have to guess who you are or how to get a hold of you. Another thing that's super, super important is it's never a good idea to use all caps. All caps is considered very rude on the internet. It's like shouting at someone. So when you want text to stand out, it's better to just make it, oops, sorry about that. Make it larger, or bold the first two words or something like that. So if, like, for example, if I went here, I could make this bigger, and I could do something like this. This is just an example, but that's a way to draw the eye. You see, so all caps is a big no-no. Okay, so you got a forum, so that's really good. And I would make the font bigger if it was me. So here's another book. Oh, it's only got one page again. So one thing I asked for was at least 3 books with at least 3 pages. So you might want to work on that a little bit. Books should have more content in them. So here's your quiz, and just going to look at it really quickly. Oh, it looks really good. Good job. Nice quiz. Okay, so obviously, the course, if might need a bit more organization. Headings and goals for the week go a long way when it comes to trying to make courses organized, look organized, and make sense to students. So you've really done a ton of work here, and I don't know if you have any videos in here. So videos, I would think, in your field would be really good. And so if this is a presentation, I don't have access to it, and you would need to make sure that when you include presentations in your course that you make them so they're available to anyone with the link, and also you want a link to the direct presentation as it appears online, not the presentation in Google Drive where it's it's sort of like a raw presentation that you can't see anything. So if you need more help about that, I put a lot of information in our course about how to do your presentation here using Google Presentation. There's a video here about that you might want to take a look at, and so I hope you'll work on that a little more so that I can at least access the presentation. Okay, so congratulations on doing all this work. It really looks good, and you have made amazing progress in a very short period of time.